Pro Bowl festivities are underway in Las Vegas, and the Commanders have 5 players on hand for this year's games. We take a look at what to expect under the new format. And with wide receiver Terry McLaurin making his first appearance in the Pro Bowl, we send Logan Paulsen and Santana Moss inside the film room to break down his impressive Pro Bowl season. Plus, as the NFL draft approaches, prospects are putting in the work in front of NFL coaches and scouts. We have updates from the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, plus the East-West Shrine Bowl here in Las Vegas. Command Center Pro Bowl is presented by Pepsi Zero Sugar. All taste, zero compromise. And welcome on into Command Center. Julie Donaldson here with London Fletcher, our captain and our 4-time Pro Bowler. London, look, really exciting time for the guys to come out here and participate in the Pro Bowl. A little bit different than the days that you came out and you actually had to play the game. But what were some of your greatest memories the week of and leading up to the game?
Well, just, what I enjoyed most about the Pro Bowl was really the time where you're hanging out with the guys at the pool bar and, really the guys from other teams, just getting to know guys. I can remember hanging out with Peyton Manning and his wife at the hotel bar, and it was just like, man, this is Peyton Manning. He's such a cool guy. Those were great experiences. Obviously, playing in the game was a big time experience for me as well.
Look, it marks the season being over and guys given the opportunity to relax and actually celebrate the hard work that they did throughout the season. And this year, 5 players were selected to the Pro Bowl games for Washington. Defensively, that's John Allen making his 2nd consecutive trip to the games. He's joined by fellow defensive tackle Daron Payne in the middle. On offense, you have Terry McLaurin, honored with a selection following his 3rd consecutive 1,000-yard season. And on special teams, Hunter Tressway and safety Jeremy Reeves round out the group for Washington. Time to go inside the matchup presented by FanDuel. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the Washington Commanders. Now, as we've mentioned, it's a little bit of a different format for the Pro Bowl. No longer is it a game, which, look, it was already kind of becoming a little bit of a tag game anyways.
Yes,
the guys
yes.
didn't really want to get injured. But what do you make of them officially changing that this year?
I kind of like the idea. What this will do is you'll see the competitive spirit of these guys when I don't care what it is, whether it's flag football, tug of war, dodgeball, whatever the case may be, you'll definitely see the competitive nature and the competitive spirit of these guys come out. I'm looking forward to watching these events.
Yeah, so there's going to be, a flag football game at the end, which I believe they did back in the day with some of the rookies early on, but they still had the actual game. So now, no actual game, just a flag football game. And we do have some of the guys participating in a few of these things here. If you look at the longest drive, you have Tressway, John, and Daron in the longest drive. You're a golfer. Who do you think has the advantage there?
Well, I'm going to say Tress only because I know he's a golfer. Jonathan may have golfed a little bit. Daron, I was surprised to see that he's in the longest drive.
He just wants to compete.
Yeah,
he's just trying to try and muscle it.
I definitely feels like out of our 3 guys, he would finish last. But I think Tress will be the best out of that group.
Tress has the time to go golfing. I think John gets out there, but I'm sure Duran's just going to try and power that thing down there, which we know for the golfers. It's not exactly how it goes to get the longest drive.
Yes.
They do have a lightning round, 20 players in this. No clue what the lightning round is, though.
You know what? I saw that, and I'm trying to read the description of it, and I'm like, I still don't know what it is, but Jeremy Reeves is participating in that, and also Terry McLaurin, I believe. He's going to be in that. Terry's going to be in there. So, I want to see what the lightning round is all about.
And, of course, kicking, tic-tac-toe. Tressway will be participating in that. We know basically what that is. It's kind of fun to watch the guys be able to do that. But move the chains. Allen and Payne, this is basically your good old classic tug of war.
That's the one where
for these guys.
This is for the big guys.
Yeah.
The offensive linemen, defensive linemen. They won't be participating in the actual flag game. So this is a way for those guys, the bigger guys, to kind of compete against each other, show their brute strength.
And when it does come to just the flag game, well, Terry and Jeremy are going to be competing in that as well. What do you make of this? I mean, how physical, what should we expect from it?
I think it'll actually end up being a better game or more competitive game than what we're seeing with the tackle football. When you're playing flag, and I played flag up until my 10th grade in high school. Flag football.
I was expecting you to say till you're like 6 years old.
No, I was 15 playing flag. It's extremely fun, extremely competitive, and you'll see these guys going out competing. It'll definitely be better than the experience they had in the actual games in years past.
Looking forward to it. We have plenty of Pro Bowl coverage coming your way all weekend long. We'll be interviewing our players and taking you through the events on Command Center Pro Bowl. Make sure to check it out on our team website and YouTube channel for Command Center Pro Bowl, dropping each and every morning. Drive to the Draft is presented by Kia, movement that inspires. And we have plenty of coverage of the prospects preparing for the draft. Up first, the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. The Commanders have several coaches participating in this one, including assistants Jennifer King, Travell Wharton, and Ryan Kerrigan. Logan Paulsen is in Alabama with more.
Logan Paulsen here at the 2023 Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. And as you can see, practice started behind me, but this event kicked off on Tuesday when director Jim Nagy addressed the media.
There's so many great takeaways. I think everyone in the room knows what these players get exposed to during the week in the meeting rooms, field time, the coaching. So there's a great takeaway. So rather than 2 teams leaving Mobile, I think it's great that we have 16 this year, leaving with really good behind the scenes access to our players. So in terms of this year's roster, excited about it. We're going to start off with the quarterbacks, and that's just, we're not going to have a first-round quarterback. I think it's 7 years. Dave might correct me there, but I think it might be 7 years straight with a first-round quarterback. But really excited about this year's quarterback class. Really, based on our grades, our Senior Bowl grades, and when we do our grade sharing calls around the league in November, this class is all in that 4th, 5th round group, which is where Jalen Hurts was just 3 short years ago, and now pretty awesome to see Jalen in the Super Bowl. And Jalen jumped to the 2nd that year, so I think there's going to be a guy or two that gets into day 2. There's some day 2 guys that went back to school. Bo Nix was the guy that we would have loved to have had in the game. And went back to Oregon. So I think a couple of these guys will ascend, and that's going to be fun watching which guys do. Just excited about this group. We got them in Monday. There's been no injuries yet, so everyone asks, how's the week going? Well, they're all here, and nobody's hurt yet. So it's been really good so far.
In addition, players also spoke, one of which was quarterback Max Duggan of TCU, who's looking to improve his draft stock after a stellar collegiate career.
Obviously, Senior Bowl, NFL, it's a little bit different than college. You're going to huddle for what a lot of teams don't really do. You're going to have to, kind of some lengthy play calls, lead a group of men, things of that sort. Just kind of run a whole operation, which is a little bit different than, college style of play. And I think I'm excited to be a part of that, learn it, develop that, and get into that. And it's going to be exciting.
Part of my game that would translate best to the NFL is just getting to the quarterback no matter, any type of way. But that's what I'm good at. That's what a lot of people see on film, is just getting to the quarterback. That's what a lot of edge rushers, dream about. That's what they're always working on with pass rush specialists. And I feel like I just do a great job just having natural talent to get to the quarterback.
All right, that's it for today, but we're going to be bringing you plenty of content all week. I'm Logan Paulsen, and this has been Drive to the Draft, presented by Kia.
Meanwhile, back here in Las Vegas, the East-West Shrine is the second of the 2 showcases for college seniors heading into the draft, providing teams an extra opportunity to evaluate more of the prospects ahead of the NFL Combine. Let's now bring in our senior writer, Zach Selby, who has been keeping up with the top prospects out here in Las Vegas, getting set for the East-West Shrine game.
Thanks, Julie. Yes, we're here at Allegiant Stadium where some of the best prospects in the country are here for the East-West Shrine Bowl. And they're doing their media days today, and I got the chance to talk to several players at positions that Washington needs, including offensive line, secondary, including corner, and some linebacker spots as well. So let's take a look back and see what they had to say about their time and experiences here in Vegas. Now, with us, we have Colby Sorsdahl from William & Mary Tribe. Colby, how's it been, man? How's the week been going?
It's been great. It's been great. A lot of fun coming out here in Vegas. And, Allegiant Stadium is, it's unbelievable, breathtaking.
Well, obviously, you're learning a lot from the coaches and everything, but your teammates, has there been anything in particular you've kind of picked their brains and learned and picked up from them along the way?
Right. Well, just different offenses. There's a ton of different offenses in the game of college football, and it's really cool. I pride myself as a student of the game, so I'm trying to learn, just a little bit from everybody.
So let me put you on the spot here, since this is a Washington channel here. Did you grow up a Washington fan?
I did not. I actually grew up a Cowboys fan.
No!
Yes. But if I'm playing for the Commanders, I'll be the biggest Commanders fan you'll find. I'll probably burn all my Cowboys jerseys. And, I was pretty heartbroken after they lost to the 49ers. But, if I'm in Washington, that's home. So I've been to Commanders games, obviously when they play the Cowboys. But, I'll be the biggest Commanders fan you'll find.
Well, I'm sure getting rid of all your Cowboys jerseys would make all of our fans just tremendously happy. But last one for you here is, what do you think is the biggest thing that you've learned during this week, kind of getting ready for the Shrine Bowl?
I'd say probably, putting the team first. I mean, obviously, that was something I had to realize coming to Maryland. I came in, had that freshman ego of I only play tackle kind of thing. And then throughout this week, I'm not too many guys snap the ball, so I'm like, cool, I'll play center. Or, people only play tackle, so I'm like, all right, cool, I'll play guard. I stole a rep and one-on-ones at tackle just to show, I am versatile. But, just the biggest thing is, putting the team ahead of everybody else. Obviously, when I got here, I was like, I'm only going to be guard and tackle or, whatever the case may be. But, I wound up taking a lot of reps at center, and I think it worked out good for me. And, whatever the coaches see best fit is – what I'm going to do, and I feel like, the team first and me second. So
now we're rolling through the offensive line here. We're going to be talking to Connor Galvin from Baylor. Now, we've been talking to a few O-linemen over the past few days, but what do you think is one thing about an offensive lineman that people maybe normally wouldn't guess?
I would say just how chill we are. You see on the field we have to hit every play and all that stuff. Off the field, we're just all chill dudes, just like to have a good time and stuff like that.
Different offensive linemen that you watch throughout your career, are there any particular names that kind of stand out to you, that you kind of say, hey, I want to take their skill set and put it into my own?
Yeah, at Baylor we watch a lot of Trent Williams and and the Titans O-line too. We watch a lot of them.
What about the Titans O-line do you like so much?
Just how fast and physical they play.
All right, thanks, Zach. Coming up, Terry McLaurin has had an impressive start to his career in Washington and is being recognized in Las Vegas for it. We head inside the film room to highlight his Pro Bowl-worthy play this year. Become a 2023 Commanders season ticket member today. Claim your place at FedEx Field for 2023, starting at just $50. Commander season tickets include more benefits than ever before, new year-round events tailored to you, 50% off game day concessions, and more. Learn more and place your season ticket deposit today at commanders.com/season tickets. Welcome back into Command Center. Look, when you come to Vegas, you have to make sure you get the absolute best view. London, we're doing that here right now.
Oh, absolutely. We're high above Las Vegas, high above the Strip.
The lights are shining bright here, and of course, so is Terry McLaurin. I mean, look, this is his first Pro Bowl, and what a year he has had. Quite a few years, actually, deservedly of this.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at Terry, he is definitely a number one receiver. You see what he was able to accomplish this year, just the 50-50 balls, making timely plays. You just throw it down there and let Terry go get it. I was so happy that he was able to get that Pro Bowl recognition, because sometimes, when you got a guy like Terry who's not very flamboyant and not looking to draw attention to him, they get overlooked. But I'm happy that he was able to get this Pro Bowl recognition.
It's his third season with 1,000 yards. Many people thought he could have been here before, but of course he is here now, somewhere down there on the Strip, having himself some fun. Look, the search, though, does continue on for an offensive coordinator, and you have to factor in that you do have the talent of Terry McLaurin, but as head coach Ron Rivera says, they want to make sure they run the ball as well.
Yeah, when you look at our team, our offense, the best way to win, run the football was our strength last year, and I can see why Ron wants to do that. He's a guy that he knows you control the clock, you control the game, but within that, when you can run the ball effectively, that allows you to take shots down the field through play action pass, take advantage of a Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuels, those playmakers that we have at the wide receiver position.
So they keep saying you have to marry the run with the passing game. That search does continue. Terry McLaurin's adventure here at Las Vegas, it continues. But what is it that just makes him so great? Well, let's go back to the studios in Ashburn with Logan Paulsen and Santana Moss. It's time to go inside the film room, presented by Amino. It pays to be healthy.
Santana, man, finally we get to talk about this man, Terry McLaurin, as a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
And he's been a good player for a long time, but this was the year I feel like I saw it, kind of him take that next step. Beating elite corners. This is Gilmore here for the Colts. Again, one of those better corners in the NFL. And this is like a play, 52 seconds left in the game, play where they got to have it. It's a little off schedule. He breaks open late, right? You see him here breaking open late. And obviously Taylor underthrows his football a little bit, and he says, I'm going to make a play for the quarterback here.
Well, one of the things that Terry has always done, man, when you need a play and when you're in doubt, throw the ball to who? Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin.
And that's what he does. He comes down with those balls, 50-50 balls from day one. From his rookie season, we've been naming him. He's a 50-50 ball catcher. And he show you time and time again. This is one of those games. He's back at home. The game wasn't a pretty game, but we needed the play to be made. And we wanted to win, and that guy was hungry for it.
And he did it, and he does it He did it this week. He did it against Green Bay, against Jair Alexander, one of the best corners in the NFL. Here it's this because of the coverage. It's in like kind of a man-to-man situation. And he just walks off on this dude. Taylor says, I know my guy. I'm going to give him an opportunity to make a play, and he does make a play. Tough contested catch versus, I mean, that's a tight window throw there, Coach.
Tight window throw, alpha against alpha, one of the better DBs in the league, one of the better receivers in the league. Let's see who got each other. Let's see who's going to be who to the punch, and I'm always trust my guy.
I always trust Terry. That's right, man. He always kind of makes those plays. And this, this might be my favorite play of the year. This is third down. Mm-hmm. They need to kind of seal the game here. And again, who do you turn to? It's the same guy. Taylor's getting hit as he's throwing this ball's out before he's even out of his break. Love to see the anticipation by Taylor, but watch him fight back through this route. Guys grabbing him, guys holding him. He says, I got to have it. He makes the play.
Yeah, I remember we watched this play live, and I was saying that it was a great job by the quarterback. He threw it with anticipation, and I saw that route. I say, well, Terry didn't get a good route.
Yeah.
He didn't run a great route, but when he came out, he did what the coaches always teach us, attack the ball. And him attacking this ball, he even had this guy in his vision. He came down there, caught the ball, and got smacked at the same time doing it, but made a play.
And love the physicality, love his ability to do that, and love the competitiveness, right? Just to say, I'm going to win this 50-50 matchup. And then in one of the biggest games of the year, this guy was outstanding. I mean, he was amazing in this game, right? Third down, he's going to run a corner here. He's going to come up versus man coverage, beat this guy's leverage, and make it an easy throw. And like when you have a receiver that can do this, it elevates anybody who's playing quarterback.
But when they paying you those big bucks and the lights are on, this is your time to shine. This is when you shine the most, and that's what Terry always comes.
I mean,
for.
I'll talk about. I mean, what is this? A
little
double
dally.
stick? Yeah,
give him a dilly dally.
Give him
a little risk.
Yep. And then that's about as open as you can get in the NFL. Easy money, right? Corner route, beating in man-to-man coverage, and then again, always coming back to the things that I really value as a football player. This slant route, this safety's going to roll down and kind of deliver a blow here, and he is unfazed by the whole thing. He says, "I'm going to win this catch," and bow. Unfazed, let me eat that real quick.
One of the things as a receiver, you know you're going to get your number called.
Yeah.
And the only way you can get that number called by making a play.
Yeah.
Terry knows he's had too many chances when he's been out there and he hasn't got that ball thrown to him. So him getting hit as he making a catch, he's not worried about it.
He's not worried about that.
He's coming down with the ball.
And again, you just see it. When they got to have it. Third down situations, he's stepping up big and making plays. And then everyone talks about Darius Slay, maybe the best publicized corner in the NFL. He talks a lot, makes a lot of plays. Love watching him. But again, Terry against him, that's been a matchup that favors this football team. Tana, what was that right there?
Terry got his number, man. You know it. One of those things about Darius Slay, I love him. He's one of the better guys in the league. But if you go back to all the matchups against these two guys, Terry has come out on top. So he knows in the back of his head, this is the one guy I can't check.
Yeah.
So when you have that guy in the back of your head like that and he give you a move like that, guess what? I'm falling for it. That's the banana in the tailpipe. I'm falling for it. And that's why you see him get beat like that badly.
And then you can see him run by the DB. I love the banana in the tailpipe. And then for him to make this catch, tough catch, falling away from the football. Whoa.
Yeah.
That is the thing that makes him great. That's the thing that makes him special. Big moments, big plays. Love the captain, man. Glad to see him coming back. Excited for next year.
Scary Terry.
The Commanders continue their search for a new offensive coordinator. On Wednesday, the team interviewed Anthony Lynn, spent last season as the San Francisco 49ers assistant head coach and running backs coach. Prior to joining the Niners, Lynn served as the offensive coordinator for the Lions back in 2021. Now, coming up next, February 1st is National Women and Girls in Sports Day across the nation, and we catch up with Commander assistant running back coach Jennifer King, and we have some sad news to share. Former general manager Bobby Beathard has passed away at the age of 86. Beathard was the architect of Washington's Super Bowl teams in the 80s and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2018. We send our condolences to his wife Christine and the entire Beathard family. Game day details are delivered by Paisanos. Order online at paisanospizza.com. Well, the Pro Bowl games conclude this Sunday on ESPN at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Fans will get to see the final round of the best catch competitions, as well as the Gridiron Gauntlet Relay Race, Kick-Tack-Toe, Move the Change Tug of War competition, and then close things out with some flag football. Commanders assistant running backs coach Jennifer King completed her second season coaching in the NFL and is one of the assistant coaches at the Senior Bowl. February 1st is National Women and Girls in Sports Day, and King has been one of the leaders for women in the NFL. She caught up with Logan Paulsen in Mobile.
Coach King, so nice of you to join us. I just want to ask you real quick about the difference between the Shrine Bowl and the Senior Bowl. Obviously at the Shrine Bowl last year, Senior Bowl this year. What's the biggest difference in your mind?
It's a lot of similarities, actually.
Oh, really?
You know, playing with coaching a bunch of guys from different places,
Yeah.
getting them ready for a game in 3 days, but really to evaluate the talent. I think that's the biggest thing with these games is getting hands-on experience with these guys coming out of college to be able to evaluate them.
And you said a couple things there. You said getting a guy ready for in 3 days. That's got to be pretty tough. Like, how do you kind of go about that process and put these guys in the best position to elevate their stock?
Yeah, I mean, we work hard in the meeting rooms, and a lot of it's on them as well. I send them the playbook, I send them the script, kind of give them the answers to the test just so they're ready each day. But they've done a good job getting prepared. And also, you know, this is kind of a test to them. You know, what can you handle mentally? How much can you learn? Because there's going to be a lot thrown at them in the NFL.
And did you get a new guy today?
We did.
A new guy today.
We had a new guy in the room today. I met him about 5 minutes before practice started.
Yeah, and then you just got to get him ready to go just like the other guys, right?
Absolutely. He did a great job for what we
And so in terms of kind of having your own room, like what are some challenges, like kind of getting a taste of that environment for the first time?
It's been smooth. You know, the Shrine Bowl last year I got experience to do that. So it hasn't been any, you know, hiccups and, you know, all the things that I learned from Randy in Washington. You know, I try to throw him in. I even threw in some of his sayings.
Oh,
you know,
did you?
Yeah.
You got a good Randy saying for us?
Yeah, I mean, we were running a little high, you know, so I told him don't expose to get hosed.
Oh, there you go. That's a great Randy saying. Coach, thank you so much. Good luck rest of the week. Good luck to the game.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
We're looking forward to all the activities out here in Las Vegas. And of course, we have to complete our first show right in front of the Las Vegas sign, but we're not the only ones out here in Vegas as well. I mean, you can't come to Vegas unless you bring absolutely everybody. And joining us as well out here is Major Tutty making his grand appearance here at the Pro Bowl games. We need to put Tutty through the tug of war as well. I think that should be it.
I think he would kill it at the tug of war.
That he would. Those O-linemen, man. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching Command Center. We'll see you again next time.